A new beta update and a new development roadmap have arrived this week. We discuss those highlights, including the release of the Airbus A320neo, as well as this week's previews and announcements news. So let's jump straight into the video. Kicking off this week's previews and announcements, Bluebird updated some of its in development preview shots of its Boeing 757 project. The team mentions they are hard at work with the VC, or the virtual cockpit, and going through its baking process to ensure it's perfect before the actual textures begin. Bluebird mentions they will have another small video update for us next month, and they will be presenting at the Expo in June with an in-depth review on the project. For now, we just have some more shiny new screenshots of the Boeing 757. This week, MK Studios teased some screenshots of their up-and-coming airport projects. They launched an all-new Discord server this week and teased a couple of their screenshots over on there. And one of those screenshots appears to be the Barcelona El Prat International Airport, which seems to be well in advance of its development. A couple of days later, the team released some more teaser shots. This time, it is LaGuardia Airport. The two LaGuardia screenshots seem to show the project has many more development days ahead. And of course, we will keep you posted on both of these projects from MK Studios. iFly this week showed a bunch of in-development preview shots of its 787 MAX 8 project. The iFly 737 MAX 8 is one of the most anticipated planes in a Microsoft Flight Simulator with its modern engine and advanced avionics, and many airlines fly this aircraft in the real world. iFly mentions that their MAX is very much in development stage at the moment and not yet even at beta. Currently, the areas that are coming along nicely includes interior modeling of the aircraft and systems. The team originally released its Boeing 737 MAX aircraft in Prepared, which was well received by the community with its in-depth systems. There is no ETA on when we'll see the MAX 8 from the iFly team in our sims, but we would expect to see more development updates from the team in the future. A quick update from DC Designs this week regarding the Su-27 Flanker and the F5E Tiger 2. DC Designs mentions they are cutting it a bit too fine to release the F5 and the Su-27 before the end of February. However, the team has received its lock files and the flight models are ready to go for both the aircraft. The aircraft are in their final stages, and even though DC Designs cannot pin the exact date, they mentioned it won't be long until we see them released. This week, Aerosoft provided some screenshots of their in-development Oslo airport. The airport has been in development for some time now, and we've only seen a limited number of screenshots until now. From the looks of the screenshots, the development Oslo looks to be well in advance and a very detailed rendition of the airport. There is no details on what features or when we should see the release from Aerosoft, but from the looks of the screenshots, we shouldn't have to wait too long. Bosh that like button if you enjoy what we do here on the channel, and subscribe if you want to stay up to date with all the flight sim highlights each and every week. It's absolutely free and it really helps us out. We are on the road to hit 100,000 subscribers. We would love to do that before Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 is released, so please consider subscribing. Thank you very much for all your support. Aerodynamics have dropped their quarterly update for their in-development KC-10 DC-10 project this week. The project is a community-driven freeware with members who have first-hand knowledge of the aircraft that have been developing it for some time. In this development update, the team mentions they have been focusing on the aircraft's exterior. This time, the team have taken the exterior model to the next level with a few key areas such as realistic rivet patterns, subtitle wear patterns, and a fine-grained detail significantly enhancing the visual fidelity. On the interior side of things, the team have added mountains of details when it comes to the cockpit and interior environments. Every aspect of the cockpit, from the subtitle wear patterns to the instrument panels to the intricate mechanics of the switches and the buttons. On the system side of things, they have been focusing on the back-end systems that will interplay between all the systems together. The flight engineer panel will be able to handle multiple situations beyond those found during standard operations. The aerodynamics team did go through their update in more detail than what I have just mentioned here. I'll leave a link in the description if you want to check out the full post from the team over on their Discord page. There is no ETA when we'll see the KC DC-10 from Aerodynamics team, as this is a community-driven project that is offered at no charge. These projects tend to take a little bit longer before we see them completed and released in the sim. Moving over to this week's release news, this is not a new product. That being said, the hype level from the community was similar to a new detailed aircraft release. That is the Block 2 release from the Phoenix Airbus A320. After a long anticipated wait, the Phoenix Simulations has released its Block 2 for the A320. The update comes with a very long list of large and small improvements, including bug fixes, performance, and improvements to the actual aircraft. Some of the highlights include an improved EFB, a new cabin and announcement system, full GSX integration, improvement to the engine simulations. The IAE engines are now included, and updated 3D modeling. It's great to see that Phoenix Simulation have increased the level of detail to their own product, and I will leave a link in the description below if you'd like to check out the full changelog from the team. And if you haven't already downloaded the update, it's waiting there for you. TAM Models have released Manchester International Airport. The airport is the third busiest airport in the UK and handles over 23 million passengers a year. Some of the airlines you'll see are frequent over at Manchester is EasyJet, Air France, British Airways, Jet2, Ryanair, and TUI Airways, just to mention a few. Features we should see with the release include handmade detailed PBR ground marking and textures, handmade realistic terminal, cargo buildings and airport buildings, realistic airport lighting, custom jetways, optimized for performance. And you can pick up your copy of TAM Models Manchester International Airport from the Sim Market Store. As always, links in the description below. SoFly offer a number of products for Microsoft Flight Simulator, catering to new pilots for the sim and all the way to very experienced pilots. As a flight sim content creator, my favorite SoFly product is Weather Presets Pro, which comes in really handy when the weather is not behaving itself and you can change the weather to be more dramatic or even to a perfect day. Other products I like to use is Landing Challenge Pro, Flight Simulator Guide, which is the manual to Microsoft Flight Simulator, the one that should have been, Storms for pilots who want to chase some of the biggest storms in the world's history, and a couple of their recent products, which is Aircraft Checklist and their new animal release for Microsoft Flight Simulator, which puts over 5,000 animals into the sim. I will leave a link in the description below where you can go and check out SoFly products, and I would like to thank SoFly for sponsoring this video. Moving over to this week's Sim Update news. Sim Update 15 release is fast approaching this week. The public beta was updated to its third version, which is 1.37.5.0. This beta updates includes various crash fixes across the title. The throttle range was expanded to fix the reverse thrust issue that was found with the previous beta update. Fixed the bug where the replay in-game panel appeared in the toolbar by default. There was many Xbox users that thought Christmas had come early, but the team has confirmed that replay tool won't be coming on Xbox. Other improvements include an improved usage available for the flight-aware data to feed live traffic, increase the maximum number of flights visible to free flights, improve the AI behavior for live traffic, and further optimize the glass cockpit update logic to better adapt to different frame weight situations. Also, a bunch of fixes to the G3X Touch, a bunch of fixes to the Microsoft Flight Simulator default aircraft, including the Cabri G2, the Cirrus, both the Cubcrafter aircraft, and also the VL3. From the looks of it, this being the third beta update and that being a smaller one, it appears that the Sim Update 15 beta is becoming quite stable. There's no sign of the Airbus A320neo from any builds in the beta at this time of recording, but Microsoft team did mention that the Airbus is scheduled to release on the 26th of March along with Sim Update 15, according to the recent updated development roadmap on the blog from the Microsoft Flight Simulator website this week. If you want to check out the full changelog from this week's beta update, I'll leave a link in the description below. This week we were treated with an updated development roadmap, which is pretty much the first one of the year. The development roadmap mentions that the next development livestream will be on the 13th of March, as well as we just mentioned that the Sim Update 15 is scheduled to release on the 26th of March, including with the A320neo. According to the development roadmap, in April we will see a City Update 6 and a Local Legends 15, which have not been announced, and then in May we will see World Update number 17 and a Local Legends 16, which are penciled in, and yet there is no announcement of what they will be. We are expecting to see another Sim Update before Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 is released, so the development roadmap pretty much cuts out the release of the first part of this year for 2024, which we were expecting, but this latest development roadmap places the release of 2024 into perspective. In this week's backlog list, which has been expanded to a total of 320 new products, which is 68 more than week on week. Aircraft are up by 9, missions are up by 16, sceneries are up by 4, liveries are up by 12, and airports are up by 27, and others is holding steady on 19. We're really starting to see a trend when it comes to the backlog list, which is an increase in missions and liveries, which is expanding the new product list higher than what it probably appears when it comes to detail aircraft or detailed products. This week on the InSim marketplace, we've seen a total of 73 new products that have been released. 34 of these are on PC and 39 of these are on Xbox. There is one aircraft release this week, which is the M Series Su-37. Hopefully the increase of aircraft on the backlog list that we've seen this week are detailed aircraft and not a lower end detail that we have seen with the releases of aircraft this week. The rest of the releases are made up of 12 livery packs, 8 missions, which include missions, excursions, or challenge packs, 3 scenery packs, and 16 airports. If you got this far in the video, thank you very much for all your support. Bosh that like button, and a bunch of you guys aren't subscribed yet, so please consider subscribing. It's absolutely free and it really helps the channel grow. We can't wait to bring you another video or a stream on YouTube or Twitch, so thank you very much and we'll see you very soon.